1630 KCJJ. Right now, it's 39.
Just when you think it couldn't get any ridiculously ridiculous.
Yes.
Representative Lauren Boebert and her friend Kyle Percy attended a Halloween party on Friday in costumes portraying a Mexican woman and an ICE agent.
Oh, how appropriate. They're not even pretending to hide their racism. They just flaunt it. Yeah,
not at all. Jim has been laughing at me, not with me, this morning.
Well, you've been comical. It's like you stopped for a couple of margaritas on the way in today.
I don't know what's with.
Nobody gives you whatever.
Well,
I like that the best. That was the best one.
I've become Gavin.
Yes, you have.
I don't know what's wrong.
It's all right. A couple more hours, you can go home.
7 minutes after 8 o'clock, the mighty 1630 KCJJ.
We have a representative from Shelter House with us this morning. Brett McCartt is the volunteer and events manager. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's so weird that the National Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week comes at a time when people are scrounging for food, basically, because their SNAP benefits have not been loaded onto their cards this month so far. It just puts a tremendous strain on families and whether you have a steady income or not.
Oh, so, definitely.
Yeah, so it's really rough, and you guys at Shelter House do such a good job, trying to rehouse or the unhoused, get them into permanent housing of some sort. But in the meantime, you're helping out people with basic needs and stuff like that. So what kind of work are you focusing on during this National Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week?
Sure. So a lot of our work during National Hunger and Homeless Awareness Week is just promoting some awareness, driving some attention towards the issue of housing and food instability. So we have a couple of fundraising events throughout the week. On Monday, November 17th, we'll have our annual soup luncheon at Gloria Day Lutheran Church. That's just a time folks can stop in for soup, raise a little awareness, raise a little money. We take an in-kind donation, a free will donation at the door. On Tuesday at the Robert A. Lee Community Recreation Center will be Community Connections Day. That starts at 9 a.m. That's just a time for anybody who is seeking some local resources can stop in. So there's going to be free breakfast, free haircuts, a mobile pantry, just a lot of great free resources for folks who are really needing those, especially in this time. On Wednesday, we're doing a fundraiser with a lot of restaurants around Iowa City. It's our annual Foodies Fighting Homelessness fundraiser. We have 12 restaurants participating all day. All proceeds from these restaurants, or 10% of proceeds from these restaurants, will go back to Shelter House to help us support our programs and services. Actually, the week after National Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week, we are collaborating with Big Grove in Iowa City for their neighborhood night, and that's the 26th, the Wednesday right before Thanksgiving. They're doing a pie raffle. You can stop in, enter the raffle. All donations or a donation of new underwear for folks will go back to Shelter House just to help support our clients, residents, and guests there.
Well, you guys, I remember the soup luncheon's always been really popular. You get quite a few people stop in for that to take advantage of, first of all, great lunch, and then just make a donation to Shelter House, and then your Foodies Fighting Homelessness. That's always a big deal every year too.
Oh yes, and yeah, we have 12 participating restaurants so far this year. If you visit our website, shelterhouseiowa.org, you can see the list of all those restaurants. There's some good ones, so I'm having to decide which one to go to that day.
Well, there's 3 meals a day. You could go to 3 different ones if you want. And the neat thing at the Robert A. Lee Recreation Center, that's a good pre-winter thing for folks to get find out about resources, about where to go when it gets really really cold, and things like that. And of course, Shelter House has a wet shelter that opens up. I believe you're opening up in December this year.
So yeah, our temporary winter shelter is opening a little early. It is traditionally in December. It's actually going to be on Monday, November 17th. The
nice.
Same week
Okay.
as National Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week.
Yeah, and we've had a taste of that cold weather, and we're going to get some more of it this weekend. So the winter is literally just around the corner. So on top of the National Homeless and Hunger Awareness Week, there's the funding that you guys get is always rough to try to figure out, especially now with the federal government at random cutting programs or freezing programs, and we look to our local friends and neighbors to help out, and municipalities, the county and stuff like that. But it's a hard gap to fill, is it not?
Definitely, yeah. So we receive 35% of our funding from federal, local, state government. Mm-hmm. The other 65% comes from fundraisers that we hold throughout the year, private donations. That's why National Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week is such a big event for us, and then also getting help from our local sources.
And today is election day, and 3 municipalities in our area, Iowa City, Coralville, and North Liberty, are voting on a local option sales tax. And some of that money, if it comes to fruition, will be earmarked for civic programs like helping out Shelter House and other food pantries and stuff around the area. Yeah, so we've got that going for us, and I know people are always those people that have homes are always complaining about property taxes, and part of the local option sales tax provision is at least half of it has to go to property tax relief. So chances are, and 90% of the cities in Iowa already have a local option sales tax. It's kind of like these 3 cities are just kind of jumping on the bandwagon quite a bit late. So, but hopefully people will go out and vote for that local option sales tax. And we should stress, especially for folks that are struggling, it's not going to increase your price of groceries or your gas or your medicine or your doctor's appointments or anything like that. This is for this area gets so much money in tourism with the Hawkeyes and other things that this is going to add a little bit to a hotel stay, restaurant bill, that kind of thing. But the basic needs that you need to get around, you're not going to see an increase there, right?
Correct, yeah. And a lot of that money that would be coming in, about 25% of it would go towards supporting permanent supportive housing supports, increasing shelter and affordable housing for folks in the area, which is great because on a time that we can't always rely on federal funding, it's great to have some extra support from our community.
And I know the county's trying to work on a budget item that would help out developers to build affordable housing. Because obviously, you've got land is finite around here, and if you can develop a piece of land with 5-story apartment buildings, you're going to do that, and with the potential to make a lot of money. You're going to do that before you build an affordable housing unit. But if you get the right financial incentives, maybe that can happen. So hopefully they'll consider that and are working on that, and that'll help Shelter House. And I know you guys have done so much for the community. The wet shelter alone has decreased, and the police departments have said the same thing. It's decreased their workload because you're not seeing people that are unhoused breaking into places just to stay warm or causing trouble just so they can get a cot in a jail cell on a cold night because they have a place to stay now.
So our winter shelter is, opening early so we can give folks a safe, warm place to stay, in these coldest months when otherwise a lot of folks would be outside.
Yep. Well, National Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week is starting the week of November 17th, correct? and that's also the day the wet shelter opens. And what is your website so people can go check out all the events that are coming up that week and other things, and how you can donate and things like that?
Right. So our website, shelterhouseiowa.org. You can view our list of events throughout the week of National Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week. There's a link to donate and then just general information on how to support us.
Yeah. Well, Brett, thank you for coming in, and hopefully people will take advantage of the events coming up that week and help Shelter House remain successful throughout the winter months.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you.
This is CNN Breaking News.
It is